Hello and welcome. My name is Zaffar Iqbal, and you're watching the Mojo story. As the Israel Gaza Hamas war enters its second day with hundreds of casualties on both sides, uh, you know, the question that we are asking is that was this attack by Hamas pre planned, and is it going to drag other countries, the neighboring countries, also into the conflict? We are joined by former Deputy Army Chief Lieutenant General Raj Kadyan. Welcome to the show, sir. What is your assessment of the situation? We know what's happened yesterday. We know the retaliation by Israel, and what is very clear that it's going to be a long drawn conflict, and it could perhaps other parties will also get involved in it.
Well, Iran is already involved indirectly. Hezbollah from Lebanon are involved. They're attacking from the north. Iran has been supplying all these weapons. They've got new rockets. They've got drones, which were not there earlier. There is some new rocket, Rajum, being reported also, which is more deadly. But militarily, there is no comparison between Israel and the Hamas. The battle or the war is not about weapons. It is about ideology. It is a historical mistake to settle and create a new country amid all the enemies, all the Arab countries were against Israel being settled there. Of course, we can't go back in history. Rightly, Israel should have been settled on the land of Germany because they suffered at the hand of the Germans. But now you can't go back on it. Jerusalem is the hub of three religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. All three have their belief. Judaism says their ancestors were born there. Christianity says Christ was crucified there. Islam says after Makkah and Medina, this is the third most important mosque, Al-Aqsa. So this battle will continue. This may settle down. I don't think other countries will get actively involved. That's my assessment. But yes, indirect help, which is already carrying on from Iran, might carry on and might even increase. Militarily, Israel will have the upper hand, but Gaza Strip is a very small strip of land, 365 square kilometers. Israel can occupy it. When they send the land forces, the captives, which are in the hands of Hamas, will be used as a human shield, which will create a problem for Israelis. And then they will use them as a bargain chip. They have no interest in killing those captives. They get nothing out of it. But they'll use them as a bargaining chip to get the Palestinians and Israeli prisons released. So as of now, this situation is fluid.
Right.
This is the most serious attack after 73. Yeah.
The point here is, sir, that in the recent past, there have been many developments. There is this Abrahamic Accord where UAE has recognized Israel. There are also talks that Saudi Arabia will follow the suit, and Saudis will also recognize Israel. And then possibly with Saudi, another 8 countries, Muslim countries, including Pakistan, might also follow suit. Do you think this has something got to do with that process? This attack, because the way, the magnitude and the planning is different from what's been happening in the past.
Firstly, for the timing of the attack. 6th October is Israel's Yom Kippur festival, when most of the soldiers go home on leave. They didn't expect it. Maybe there is a failure of Mossad. It's a repeat of 1973 when Egypt and Syria had attacked from two sides on 6th October. It was the same reason that Israel suffered initial reverses. Same thing is happening now. But your first question, will the other countries get involved? Lebanon, because Hezbollah is operating from their land, so indirectly it is involved. But in my view, no other Arab country, non-Arab world has already supported Israel. That this is a terror attack. They have a full right to defend themselves. But the Arab countries, while they will give support to Hezbollah, some actively, some not so actively, like Saudi Arabia, they were improving the relations with Israel. So they will give a very tacit kind of a message that violence should stop and we should find a solution. But the world has no solution for it. Israel is surrounded by enemies on both sides. One side is the Gaza Strip. Other side is the West Bank. Both are populated by Palestinians. The present Israeli government is a very strong rightist government. So that's why Netanyahu, even to overcome his domestic problems of protests, this is a good diversion for him personally. But Israel had no choice but to retaliate strongly, and I think it is a terror attack. Everybody in the world, every sensible country will support Israel's right to defend itself.
But General Kadyan, you would agree that it was done with a lot of planning, in the sense that this attack was carried out, and now they have taken a lot of people from Israel and they have taken them to Gaza Strip. Now, even if there is a land operation, it's not going to be aerial bombardment. If it's only relying on aerial bombardment, there are people from Israel also which are held hostage. So their lives is also under threat. And when there will be a land operation, it could incur more casualties of Israeli forces. So that is the plan behind it. The plan was to just take the hostage, take the people from there and put them in Gaza Strip.
Air Force alone, Zaffar, cannot win the war. They can flatten buildings, they can kill a lot of civilians. The Hamas are all in the tunnels underground. So their infrastructure will not be affected. But yes, there was a lot of planning. The date itself was a part of that planning. They've been acquiring, this is the fourth war between Israel and Hamas, not the first one. Small attacks have been carrying on, but as a war, this is the fourth war. Earlier three were not of this scale and magnitude. This is the most serious, is a big problem for Israel because they have got better weapons, they have got better technology. And of course, as far as the zeal is concerned, the word Hamas itself is an acronym of an Arabic word which means zeal and bravery. In Israel, acronym it means violence. So jihadists have no fear of death. They will come in droves. This time they came 15 to 20 kilometers inside at many places through land, through sea. So they will continue. Jihadis are not afraid of dying. That is the philosophy in Islam. So for them it is a route to heaven. So this will continue. The world should declare a international zone around Jerusalem, put an international force, tell Israel to stop putting their new settlements there, which is one of the causes, and stop harassing, stop attacking the mosque there, Al-Aqsa. So Israel should also listen because Israel knows they don't have such a dominant position today as they had in the past.
And lastly, do you think how long could it linger on, and what could be the possible implication? Because as you said, from 73 onward, this is the biggest sort of a exchange that we are seeing.
Zaffar, as I see it, UN and all have no effectiveness. It is America which will matter. American elections are on the horizon. In case Trump comes back, then it will embolden Israel because he was earlier also, he had a consulate opened in Jerusalem, which is a disputed territory. Otherwise, what America wants, as of now, will happen. They have the money, they have the power. Economy is one of the dominant factors. Even Israel was exporting weapons to Azerbaijan, which is a Shia country, pro-Iran. So it's all economy at the end of the day.
Right, and America has made it clear that they are going to back Israel, although some countries like Qatar have backed Hamas. So clearly we're seeing a lot of developments here, and this war is going to linger on and possibly suck in other countries and drag in other countries into this conflict. But for now, thanks so much for joining us.
I'll have to leave.
Lieutenant General Raj Kadyan. I know you'll have to leave, and we'll let you go. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That's all on this show. Thanks so much for watching.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.